Yo, let's go with y'all. Back with another video. Man. It is almost 12. And we caught us a nice little trade. I have two trades that I want to reveal to you guys. I took one last night. And I took one this morning. And we're just going to go over. This is going to be a good video. We're going to cover a lot of things as to why I took the trades, why I thought they were good trades or bad trades. We'll get into it. But what did I want to say? Well, I want to ask, like, how are y'all doing? Like, how's y'all day been? Y'all at work, school? Well, it's summer, but summer school. You never know. How y'all doing though? Y'all doing well? Hope y'all keeping the day productive at least. Let's go over to. All right, so do y'all want to start off with the? Let's start off with the losing trade, and we can do it on. Yeah, we can do it on here. Should I have it up here? That's cool. All right. So I got to stretch. I've been in this room all morning. The luxury, I guess, of going full time. You're in the room all day. Yeah, but gold. So gold, I took some longs last night, and as you can see, I got absolutely hammered. I got clapped, I got shaved, I got binked, I got bumped, I got funked, and I got rutted and I got gutted out by this pair. Crazy. So let's start off on the 4 hour. And just to give y'all some backstory, some history as to kind of what influenced me a little bit to take this trade. First of all, I missed out on many opportunities yesterday. Let's start off with that. I missed out on many opportunities. Whose fault was that? My fault. On one end, the moves did happen during London session, so it's like I was sleeping during that initial move. Yeah, but on the other end, it's still all on me. I'm full time. I have no excuse. You have all the time on display on your hands to take the trade. So I'm faced with something there. To further look at this move. So on the 4 hour, we're bearish. Obviously, look at it. We have more red candles than green candles. We're going to the downside. We have lower highs, lower lows, etc. So if we were to go down to the hourly time frame, as you can see, still maintaining structure higher. Lower highs, lower lows. We're creating a stair, and let me just outline it for y'all real quick. Creating a stair, kind of like that. You see it? It's simple. It's simple stuff. I'm just gonna break it down real quick. So right here, as we come up to this next peak, right in the stair, this is pretty much where I should have taken the trade. I was more so looking at GU, and GU and gold pretty much had the same exact move. But this was something that I liked, something that I actually took a trade on. I forgot. So it was Monday night. I took a short, but I got stopped. It was somewhere, I think it was after this fall. Somewhere within here, I took a short and had my stops. It was somewhere over here. I cannot fully remember. It might have been actually down here, somewhere over there, but I had my stops above this high. And as you can see, hit it and then make this major move. I didn't catch any of this. So as a result, what I was supposed to do was just chill out, go about the next day, journal a little bit, and then just continue on. But with being full time, and this is just me being real with you all, you have a lot of time on your hands, and with a lot of time on your hands, or at least let me speak for me. Sometimes I can feel like a quote unquote failure, a quote unquote bum, when I'm not making any money. I'm not making any trades, especially when there was a nice move like such. I'm at my parents' crib. Too grown for this. My parents are working as we speak, and I'm not making any money. I feel horrible, honestly, when I don't take a trade And I'm not even gonna say when I lose, because it's more so when I don't take a trade, when I'm not even active. It's like, what have you been doing all day? Sitting. I've been sitting here all day, looking at the markets, not taking part, not making money, not losing money, nothing, just nothing. I'd rather take a loss. I almost want to say I'd rather take a loss than not do anything. But that's a horrible. Don't listen to that. That's horrible. No, you should rather take nothing than take a loss. I've learned that sitting on your hands or sitting on your thumb will do you more benefit than taking a trade. That can almost be equivalent to having a good day, to having a profit day. Sitting on your hands, sitting on your thumb, and not doing anything. So don't listen to what I'm saying. I'm just ranting a little bit, but this is the trade. As you can see, this is horrible. This is horrible. First of all, I mentioned the higher time frame trend, right? Bearish. So why are you buying? Well, that's what you get when you're a little emotional. You're not in tune with your psychology at the time. And like I just mentioned to you all, that's pretty much how I'm feeling, and I'm taking that on to the market. Also, I'm not even trading in the session that I normally trade. I took this like at 3. Why are you taking trades at 3 p.m.? Bro, you're getting into Asian. What are you doing? Like, you're getting right into Asian session. What are you doing? I can't answer that. I don't know what I was doing. The only thing was I was just influenced by that feeling like a bum, haven't taken any trades, took it out in the markets. So the main sentiment as to why I took this trade was I saw this potential higher low. That's the only thing I could say that I really had on display. Also, we had exhaustion. We had exhaustion right here. I thought it was going to at least make a move all the way up here, which it did, but that was a hella risky trade. Hella risky. So I at least risked a lot less than I would traditionally do. And I took this, unfortunately, on my funded as well. I don't know why I did that, but took it on my personal and my funded. Ended up losing. And that's just that. That's just that. I tried to find a coping mechanism after a trade. So I took a nap. I took a nap on my floor in my closet. Just sat in there thinking for a second, and then I was gone. That was that trade, though. I went to bed after that. I went to bed. I went to my actual bed after taking that nap, and I was like, let me just regather myself for tomorrow. Let's just get myself together. So we go into EJ, right? So EJ, I woke up this morning, woke up early, woke up at 5 this morning instead of like 6, 7. 6, 7. Nah, let me chill. So woke up at 5. I was into it. I was alert, looking at every single market. But this is what intrigued me the most was EJ. I noticed that EJ and UJ were pretty much in sync in terms of having a. Hold on. Yes, I'm right. I was tweaking for a second. I'm on the lower time frame. So in terms of the overall 4-hour time frames, the overall time frames, being in this state where it's just constantly bullish, right? No signs of stopping, just going. So it wasn't until this morning when I saw, it was this morning, I saw breakup structure. So I was like, okay, opportunity. Looking at those signs, I was like, all right, let me look into this. Let me see if I can find some opportunities. So with this trade, I was a little risky on this one. And it was a little risky because I took multiple entries despite what the market was doing. And I saw that there were bearish opportunities within all of this, right? Right now, this might be a low-key entry right here. But I'm done for the day. I'm done. This does look nice, though. Besides that, though, as you can see, I had all this going on. It was a lot going on. Trade took longer than I anticipated. Let me try to see what time was my first entry. This had to be my first one. The times on this don't really correlate with. So this is saying I don't know, but it had to be. It was like around 7 or something like that. I want to say, um, something like that. But yeah, let's go into this. Let's just play it based off of memory at this point. So, first entry, right? First entry. This was a 7. So I remember we did get that rejection. Fell through. I believe I got my first entry. One of my entries was definitely here. I remember one of them was, I think, was actually here after this break. I was going on the 1 minute, the 33 minute, 5 minute. I think it was here. I definitely got one entry here. This may have been the first one. What time was this? That may have been the first entry. I got 4 different entries, as y'all can see. 4 different entries. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was just scaling in as price came back. And this was pretty much an experiment trade. I say that because I want to be the type of trader that does scaling. Because traders that scale in, traders that have a higher risk tolerance, traditionally make more money. Simple as that. I won't even make it too complicated. It's just simple as that. So as a trader that aspires to be that type of trader, this is just an opportunity for me to practice that. So I went heavy on the personal. On the funded, I didn't do any scalings. Just took one entry, and that was it. Made 1,000 on that account. And let me show y'all real quick. I'll just slide it over. As you can see, right here, 987 was the net. So with this one, I was going through a lot. I was posting it as I was going, but I really thought I was going to get stopped out based on me entering here. But price, as you can see, it looked good. I was in good standings, but then it came all the way up here. And it takes, what does it take? It takes patience. It takes skill. It takes experience. It takes a lot for you to withstand all of this, right? And I'm just analyzing as I go. Price came all the way up here, really almost stopped me out. I think my stops were up here. Yes, now that I'm remembering now. Yeah, my first entry was here. Stops were above here, and I thought I was going to get stopped out based on certain bullish signs. I was going to the 3 minute, 1 minute. I saw that we had some higher lows, but I was like, but it's not breaking above here. So we have like an ascending triangle waiting for the break. Did break. Once we did get that break, I was like, okay, we're cool. Then it started coming up again. So I'm like, bro, what is going on? And keep in mind, my P&L is shifting constantly. So imagine going from $400 to $50 to 300 to 100. Like, it's shifting, and then going from negative 100 to 200. Like, it's shifting all over the place. So it's just keeping your mindset and your psychology intact throughout all of this going on. And this is just the power of psychology and just isolating your emotions from what you do with this and this, right? I talked about it in one video. Put this to the side. And as long as you don't have your emotions impacting your trades, you don't have your emotions impacting anything, interfering the trade process, interfering with the opportunity, then it's fine. Emotions are natural. We all know this. But it's just when emotions get into the way of the money-making process, that's the issue there. So let me get my stuff back. I also saw another opportunity. I believe I entered here, like up here, somewhere up here, once I noticed that we had break and pullback. The pullback was a little sketchy because it closed completely bullish, pretty much an engulfing. But I was looking at it from all angles. Keep in mind, I'm shifting time frames as I'm going. So the 5 and 15 minute were my main time frames, and that's where I drew a fib from point A up here, point B, where I saw that pullback, point C, and then finally, it started dropping. And in the moment, it's not even like Come on, you're messing up the video. In the moment, it's not even like a straight up drop. It's not like a in 5 minutes, 15 minutes. It's just butter. Nah. In the midst of it, you're dealing with all of these wicks. You see all these wicks? So where it would be optimal for price to just move on down and just make things easy, no, of course it doesn't. It starts to move up. You got higher lows. I think this was the pullback, but then it seems like it's gonna go higher. Created that double top. Okay, cool. And then it comes up even more, and I'm like, whoa, just chill. Okay, lower high, but you deal with all these wicks on the way to the take profit. So I did get out at this point. I did get out at that point, and as soon as it hit it, it just started dropping even more. It just started dropping even more, and honestly, I'm not pressed about it. I could have made at least, this could have been a $1,000 day, honestly, no BS, $1,000 day if I did hold all the way down here. But my take profit was based on this fib, not this one. It was based on, go to the 5 minute. I think it was, did I have it up here? Was it here? I don't remember. It was one of these fibs I had. It could have been on the 15. It was one of these fibs. This may have been it. Yeah, right there. From point A, point B, which it was maintaining the area of support, came up, and then it just flowed from there. So that was my point C. So looking back at it, of course, I could have adjusted my fib. It could have been here, whatever. But I mean, I'm satisfied with the move. This was a good move. I got out at a good time, secured my profits, and it was overall just a good day. Not a good day because of the profit. It was a good day more so because I followed my plan. I took the opportunity, took advantage of the opportunity, and I didn't get scared. I didn't get out the trade prematurely. I allowed myself to be one with my inner greater self, my zone. I was in the zone. We talk about it a lot, like the greats, basketball greats. You got Kobe, you got LeBron, you got Michael Jordan. They get into this zone. That's pretty much the zone I was in. I was removing all emotions from it and just being in the zone, in spite of being in drawdown. Imagine being $100, $200 in drawdown and entering again. Are you capable of doing that? It's too easy to look at the profits and be like, dang, he made it look so easy. That looked so easy. He got lucky. I made a post about it. The only thing I could even mention was that it took a lot more patience than you could think. It took a lot. I won't even lie. For me, it took a lot to hold this trade all the way to the end. But I did it, and I follow my plan, follow my rules, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. Whether I win or lose this trade, did I follow my rules? And then we just carry on the next day. I still have my account intact. As long as I can trade another day, that's all that matters. I'm still in the game. You can't take me out of the game. I have risk management. I got my psychology intact. I follow my rules. I'm being consistent. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. You can't take me out the game, bro. You can't take me out the game. Simple as that, bro. But that's a little breakdown video for y'all. I hope y'all liked it. If you don't, you can keep sitting on your thumb, because we're not stopping for nobody. We're just going to keep these videos running, keep the trading going, being consistent in all aspects of life. Do need to work out today. It's about to be 12. I pretty much don't trade after 11, 12. I'm starting to notice a pattern with that. And we do have FOMC. I just realized we do have FOMC today at 2. So looking forward to that, just to see what happens and all that stuff. And it's only Wednesday too, so we got Thursday and Friday. Further opportunities for the week. Cool week so far. 4 trades, I believe, this week we took, or 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No. 3J. Yeah, this is one. This is one. So yeah, basically 4 trades this week. And real quick, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you guys that I'm also in the midst of a withdrawal. So $200 withdrawal. Cool. I'm gonna pay myself out instant deposit, direct deposit on a Wednesday, random Wednesday. Because why? Because I want to. Because why not? Because why not? Because why not? Because why not? Cool week, solid week. Catch you on the next video.